Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are. I'm so excited because I am back in one of my favorite places in the nation to go and fish, and that is the great state of Michigan. So last year, we came up here and we visited a little place called Whitehall, Michigan, when the Kayak Adventure Series was here. Absolutely fell in love with this place. Small town feel, a lot of little cool local shops. It's just a town right on a lake, and around that town is some of the best fishing that you're going to find literally anywhere in the nation, and definitely in the state of Michigan. And last year I got to discover it, I got to adventure it, and I got to just fall in love with this place. And so this year we've collaborated with Whitehall to do this trip and to do this video series that you guys are watching right now, and I'm so excited to get it started. So this is day one in Michigan. We're on a little lake here in kind of the middle of nowhere. This is one of those places you get off the freeway and you drive out into the middle of a cornfield and take a left, and this lake is sitting here. It's really, really cool. Just a couple parking spots at the boat ramp, little bitty lake. It's called Stoney Lake, and this is a lake that I visited last year and caught the crap out of some bass. And so this is where we started last year. This is where we're going to start this year, and we're going to see what we can get done, see how many fish we can catch, the size we can catch. I have no idea. I have zero expectations other than the fact that we are in Michigan, and I am super excited to be here. And so without any further ado, I'm gonna shut up. We're gonna get in the kayak and see what we can get done. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I love it. I mean, just look at the water, how clear it is, first of all. I love that about these lakes. But all these little lakes, they're so small. They're so cool. They're just dope places to be. Get the life jacket on. Oh, Lord have mercy. I'm telling you guys, I know I just said it in the intro, but I am so excited to be here. This is a trip that I look forward to all year long. I love the state of Michigan in the summer. I love it in the spring and the summer. It's just such an awesome place to visit, not only because of the fishing, but because of the weather as well. I mean, it is like 70 degrees perfect with a little bit of a breeze today. I mean, you could not ask for much more than that. So, yeah, it is beautiful, but we're here with a mission, and that is a mission to catch some fish. And so I think we're gonna start with a wacky rig this morning. Last time I was here, I crushed them on a wacky rig. There was a bunch of bass just hanging out around these docks. I don't know if they were post spawners or spawners. I actually found some spawners last time, but I think this year it's a little bit different. I would say that it's been a cooler year in general, just as far as weather. But my buddy Ben, Mr. Benjamin Nowak, said a lot of these lakes have already kind of warmed up, and that they'll probably be post spawn. But we'll keep our eyes out. You know, this is there's a lot of grass in this lake. You guys can probably see it, and they'll get down in the holes of those grass and spawn. And then too, they'll just get down in the holes of those grass and just sit there and chill after they're done spawning. But just met a guy at the boat ramp. He was talking to me. He's actually lived here his whole entire life. He said anything with purple flake in it is the move. And so we're going to tie on a little bitty Berkeley Accent General in cinnamon purple. I mean, I don't think it gets any more purple than that. Maybe like a June bug or something like that. But we're going to start with that cinnamon purple. We're going to see if we can catch us some fish. But gosh, I'm excited to be here, guys. Come on. Golly, that's a freaking giant largemouth right there. He come off that thing quick. God, that's a big largemouth. I have no idea where it just went right there. So there's the one bass, the smaller one. You can see him sitting right under the surface, literally like taking gulps of air. I don't know what he's doing. And then there's a bigger one. You probably can't see it, but it's circling that littler one. And I don't know if he's trying to eat him or what it is, but the smaller one's sitting up front there, taking gulps of air, and then the big one's doing circles around it, trying to, I don't know what he's doing to it. Was like a 5.5 pound right there, he says. Got him. I don't think that was that same fish. But here's one right here. That's not that same fish. That fish was just cruising. That other fish was freaking, I mean, like 5-6 pounder. And I say that because up here you get length on them and they're big. Guys, he got a little bit of blood. We're gonna get him back. Here's the first fish of the day. Hey, first fish of our Michigan trip. Let's go. That's I got one. Heck yeah. There's an old large head right there. Took a really long cast if that dock stayed off of that one. Heck yeah. Thanks, buddy. Little guy. Oh, freaking rock bass. I was wondering when I was going to catch one of these dudes. There's so many of these things up shallow. I was just wondering. You finally got to get a hold of one with a big enough mouth. Check that guy out. That's fun. You know you're in Michigan when the rock bass show up. There's a giant rock bass. Lord have mercy. He's sitting on a bed up there. I just saw him. That's fun. Look at that guy. Good Lord. Not a bass, but it's fun. That's funny. That's fun, is what it is. There's big largemouth up here, though. I've seen some pretty big ones up here. It's just getting them to eat. I think we're going to have to stay off these docks a little bit more. Even though the wind's blowing, this water is extremely clear. It's actually a heck of a lot clearer than it was last year when I was here. And so I think we're going to have to stay off these docks a little bit more, make a little bit longer casts to actually get more largemouth to eat. Which, it's just part about piecing the puzzle together more than anything. With this, I mean, you just got to come out here smart, go fishing, not catching. Look at that right there. What's that? That's a rock bass. I mean, just stroked it, son. Come here. Chill. Chill. There we go. There's a largemouth. See what I tell you. Staying off this dock a little bit more. He's a giant, but he's a fish. Yeah. Male, he's probably up there guarding, if I had to guess. I'm going to have to sit down. I'm going to have to stop my kayak. Thanks, buddy. Back up here. That's fun right there. Oh god. The thing about it is, last time it was like this. It was a bunch of like cookie cutters like this, and then I kind of figured the bite out. And once I got the bite figured out, I caught a few better ones. I don't know what I know there's some big smallmouth in here too, because I caught a couple of those last year as well. So I really don't know like what the population dynamic is here. That's the thing about so many of these lakes. You go to them and like they're full of either largemouth or smallmouth, or there's a mix. And then if there's a mix, there's normally one species that's predominantly bigger than the other one. And like I've seen some pretty big largemouth in here, so it just makes me wonder, you know, which one is which. Chungus. Come here, you little Chungus. Heck yeah, Bubba. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Heck yeah. Every one of these patches of grass has a big largemouth sitting on it. And every time I throw up into the patch of grass, I'll throw a wacky rig. Last one over there was that coal shad, a big largemouth. And when I say big, like bigger than anything we've been catching, like 18 to 20 inch fish will follow my wacky rig or my coal shad out and it won't bite it. And I don't know if they're just sitting up in that grass or what they're doing. But I cannot get them to bite worth anything. And this wind is driving me crazy. It's shifting directions today. So like we were over there and it was blowing all over. So I shot across the lake here and now it's switched directions again on us. But yeah, these largemouth are like living. And there's another dead largemouth laying up in this grass patch. Just like that was that one over there dying in that grass patch. And I just don't know. I don't know what they're doing, to be honest with you. I just wish I knew what this fish was doing. Right there's a largemouth. You leave it alone. Let the largemouth get it. Maybe he's on a bed. I mean. Yep. That ain't that big one though. This is another little chunk. That ain't that big one that I saw. I want to know. Listen, I am not unthankful or ungrateful that I'm catching fish like this, because it's always fun to catch fish like this. But I really wish that I could figure out what is making them bigger ones like blow out of there like that and then not eat my stuff. I mean, because like that's 2 out of these grass patches that are 20 inches long. And it just don't make no freaking sense. Just don't make no sense at all. Huh. I don't know, guys. I really don't. I don't know. That one out. That's a mystery right there. Largemouth. Another one. Old cookie cutters. I mean, all of them. All of them are about the same, a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, just depends. Except for when you get around them grass patches. And when you get around them grass patches, they get real big. Strangest thing. Oh, that's cool. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Oh, I just broke him off. That was a mudfish, guys. Oh, that's crazy. These things are so cool. Ancient fish. I wish we'd have got them in here. They got some sharp teeth. There's some mudfish up here. Looks like they've been spawning and now they're garden fry, but that's cool. I saw him sitting there and dropped that wacky rig down in front of his face and he popped it. That's cool. There he is. It's a little bit better one. That was cool. I saw him sitting on that dock. That's fun. That's really fun. Another guy. Thank you. That was cool. Stay down there. There we go. Heck yeah. That was wicked. Right here. Big one looking at us. Big one looking at us. Big one. Big one just cruised out here hard to look, see what the hell we were doing. Let's pitch right here and see if we can get him to... So there you go, guys. Those are all bluegill beds. So you can see, I mean, the bluegills are in there moving around on them. That's all bluegill beds. And you guys can see they're just in there working away, keeping everything off of them. Those are all bluegill beds, and the bass will get near those. It's probably what a lot of these bass are up here doing, is just feeding up post-spawn, eating bluegills. But I just wanted to show you that. We don't get to see that very often at the house just because the water's so dirty, but cool. Biggin. Biggin. I got one of them big ones to eat. Heck yeah. On the freaking frog. Heck yeah, guys. There you go. Another one sitting right there. Huh. That's awesome. Heck yeah. Yeah, that's the first one on the frog right there. That was wicked. I saw that one sitting. That was another one of them patches of grass. I saw that one sitting on the back side of that patch of that grass. And I threw that frog in there and he ate it instantly. Like as soon as it hit the water, he popped it. Which that may be the way I have to get them ones, you know, I've been trying to get them to eat on the back side of them grass patches or on them grass patches. The frog may be the way to do it, just throw it in there and walk it out. But no, that was cool. All right, guys, well, we have worked our way all the way into this corner. We're back here in this grass, and it's about half a foot deep. There's carp back here spawning. So I think what we're going to do is just get all our crap together here, get paddled out of here, and then get back over here to these other set of docks and just keep on fishing. But finally got one on a frog. So I wanted to do that today, so we got that done. He was sitting right on one of those grass patches that I was talking about. You know, I said that those big fish sitting on every one of those grass patches, I couldn't get them to eat, and I threw that frog in the back of that grass patch, and that dude popped the piss out of it. But yeah, we're going to try to squirrel out of here really quick. This grass is a bitch to get through, I can tell you that much, but we should be able to bibbity bop right out. Saw him sitting under there. That is so much fun. He's up under my kayak. That's a better one. Oh yeah, that's a good one. I saw him sitting up under there. Hold on a second. Everybody, that's a good one. Heck yeah, that's funny. Saw him sitting up under that dock. Threw that wacky rig up under there and he popped it. Oh, that's so much fun. I love dumb northern fish. Big largemouth. I just blind casted way up there into that grass patch and got him to bite. Just gotta stay off of them. Yep, that's one of the better ones. Yep, that's a good one. Literally, they're in, those big ones are in these grass patches right here. That's so weird. And he's not a giant, but it's a little bit better one. Yep. That is the weirdest thing. I wonder why them fish are doing that. I would love to know. I would love to know why, like, all the small ones seem to be on the docks and all these, and again, not giant, but the little bit better fish are in these grass patches. So weird. Let's weigh him real quick just to get our eyes right real quick. Let's see here. Probably like 2 pounds. That's what I'd think. All right, let's clear it. Yeah. So 2 pound, 2 ounce. There's bigger ones than that though. I mean, obviously, but it's better than what we've been catching. Heck yeah. Another good one. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. That's a better one. Heck yeah. I'm here. Heck yeah. Guys, that's awesome. That's so much fun. I love it. I mean, I just love it. Like, it just doesn't get any better than tossing that wacky rig onto essentially every one of these docks and they all having fish on them. God, that's fun. These docks are loaded. That's where that wind's probably been blowing in here. Yep, that's a little bit better one too. Come here. Come here, buddy. Got it. Oh gosh. Yeah, these docks are loaded. Probably has to do with the wind. Wind blowing in here. Another 2-pounder. I mean, like, these are a lot better fish than what we've been catching all day, but there you go. Well, I'm sure you can tell the wind's freaking blowing. I knew I was supposed to do this today. It's kind of why I chose actually to come to this lake. I knew getting out on any of the bigger lakes was going to be an absolute bear. And so we came to this lake today just because it's a little bit smaller. But even now, you know, I mean, as flat as it is up here and the wind blowing like this, it doesn't matter if you're on a small lake or a big lake, you got to kind of deal with this wind blowing. But it's doable here for absolutely certain. If we were on anything bigger, I'd probably be a little bit nervous. But gust today up to 25. I think it's like sustained 10 or 15. So this is definitely that sustained wind. Every now and then we'll hit a gust, but we'll deal with it. It's making the fish bite. I wonder if we could probably pull off some of this stuff and probably like crank a bladed jig or something through some of this grass and probably get them to bite with the wind blowing like this. But they seem to be on these docks. I don't know. We're gonna keep fishing some docks. Here's another patch of this grass right here. So we'll make a blind cats at this grass and then keep fishing these docks. I just watched that fish eat that. That was freaking cool. Another one. Another little bit better one. Up right on that grass. I want to know what they're doing. That's a little bit better fish right there. They're just like not really holding tight either. Like they like spook up in there like when I pull up on them. But for the most part, they're just like right up, or they're like out there like just like cruising around the front of that grass. And if you can make a long enough cast that they don't see you, they will, I mean, come and blow through that crap every single time. So interesting. Thanks, buddy. See you later. Here he goes. Well, guys, we finally got over here out of the wind just a little bit. The wind's still blowing, but we're kind of up on this more northern facing bank, and we're up out of the wind. But we've been doing all the damage on this bad boy right here. See, Berkeley Max General in cinnamon purple. Got a little 1/0. That's that Talisman hook by Ryugi. Absolutely ridiculous hook. And then 10 pound straight Trilene fluorocarbon X5 in yellow, 10 pound, and then 7-foot Veritas LTD with my rocket. Just can't beat it. Can't beat it. But that's what we've been getting all our work done with today. Kind of figured out a little something there with those slightly bigger fish and wanting to hang out in the fronts of that grass. It's like very strange. I wish I knew why they were doing that, but it seems like there's a bunch of like, obviously, I mean, there's 2-pounders on these docks too, but like 2- and 3-pounders are on that grass, and then like all the little ones and the rock bass and stuff are hanging out around these docks. But this is a little bit shallower area right here. These fish seem to want to be next to a little bit deeper water, at least access like any of those docks that are a little bit further out right on the drop. They like those docks a little bit better. But yeah, we're having fun. I'm having fun. This is fun. It's a good way to kind of get the week broke in, get it going. Hopefully this is the only windy day we have like this. We can get the wind out of here, calm down a little bit. But if not, I got a river we can go fish. It's a pretty badass river. We got what I consider probably the coolest bite that I got all of last year, and one of the coolest bites I ever got in my whole entire life. It was about a 4-pound smallmouth, and it literally knocked another smallmouth as big as it was out of the way to eat my spinnerbait. And so we're definitely going to fish that river at some point this week. But yeah, let's keep on buzzing these docks, and hopefully this wind lays down a little bit and keep catching them. Well guys, I just broke the tip off of my spinning rod on accident. I was fishing with it. Let's see if I can get this fish to eat this line real quick. I was fishing with it and got a little loop around the end and just like popped the loop really hard, just because I thought that I thought it was just like wrapped around the end. So I just kind of slung it, you know, you do just to get the loop around. And no, it wasn't just wrapped around the end. It was like tied around the end, the braid was. And when I did that, it just like created a little bit of a leverage point and snapped the tip right off of that thing. So that was my fault. But yeah, so now we don't have a spinning rod, which is what we've been catching all our fish on today. So we're going to pick up the glide for a few minutes and see if we can get one of these bass to eat a glide bait, because I think that would be fun. And there's a lot of fish up here. Maybe one of them will come firing off of this dock and do this chad and make me giggle like a little girl, and y'all will get to see it and everybody will have fun. I don't know. We'll just have to see.
No bass decided to eat Alex's glide bait. He was sad, took his toy, and went home.